Quarterfinals getting underway here at Players Championship 29 between Ian White
25
and Joe Cullen, and Peter Wright and Christoph Ratajski, streamed live here on Stream 1.
25.
Ratajski, who has already won a handful of
25
titles in his still fledgling PDC career, including a couple this year. In fact, 2 on the floor and 1 on the stage. The winner,
Outside.
of course, on the Euro Tour in Gibraltar, a beaten finalist last time out in Dublin.
Bullseye. Christoph's won the bull.
Lost to Gerwin
Christoph
Price
to
in
throw
that
first.
ill-tempered affair at the City West, when there was no fist bump before the last leg, which
99.
I don't really mind, but Christoph Ratajski was very forthcoming in offering one, and Gerwin Price completely blanked him. There is a potential for them to meet again at the business end of today's tournament.
125. $137.
Gerwin Price is playing Brendan Dolan. If both Price and Ratajski win their quarterfinals, they will clash in the semis.
100.
Ian White facing Joe Cullen in the top half of the draw. We've just seen White survive a match start before beating Jose de Sousa. Daryl Gurney is hoping to play Dave Chisnell, but he's going to have to get over the line against Ron Muhlenkamp first. That is 5 apiece.
78.
In fact, I can tell you that
40.
Ron Muhlenkamp is about to get match starts in that match against Daryl Gurney. And he has taken that opportunity. A 12-darter in a last leg decider for Muhlenkamp sees him move into the quarterfinals. And he will take on Dave Chisnell. Here, Ratajski looking at double
84.
8, but can't find it. And an opportunity for Wright to break immediately. The last match in the stream, we didn't have a break in 11 legs.
Game
in
shot.
This one, we've had a break in the very first leg by Peter Wright, who has averaged over 100 for the afternoon so far. He's beaten Wessel Nyman 6-0, an average of 106 in that one for Snakebite. He then defeated
140.
Madars Razmar, Mervyn King and Johnny Clayton. After a disappointing World Grand Prix campaign for Peter Wright, losing in the second round to Jermaine Watermain.
84.
It has been a year of great promise for Peter Wright that hasn't really turned into
55.
that promise being realised. He won a couple of Pro Tour events here in Barnsley and the World Cup of Darts, a World Series event as well, but those Pro Tour events were just before
177.
the World Match Play, where he put himself in a really good position to go on and win that title. Didn't manage to do it. Is Peter Wright going to add to that maiden major title that he won at the UK Open a couple of years ago in the coming weeks? We've got 5 consecutive televised tournaments coming up, weekend after weekend.
60.
The Grand Slam, of course. Another full week of darts. The next one is a Champions League. Peter Wright
131.
will be part of that. And already in this quarter-final, he's looking likely to be part of this tournament for a little longer. But let's just
85.
not write off Ratajski, because he had to come from 5-2 down to beat Michael Smith and manage that.
Game shot.
Peter Wright doubles his lead on double top. The winner of this will go over to streaming board 2 for the
100.
semi-final, facing either Gerwyn Price or Brendan Dolan. Here on stream 1 we'll have White or Cullen against Meulenkamp or Chisnell.
180.
That is Peter Wright's 14th maximum score of the afternoon. In contrast,
137.
his opponent has amassed 4. Not a big 180 hitter, Christoph Ratajski. This man is
180.
and he's hit back-to-back ton 80s to leave the 141, the Holy Grail, on offer for Peter Wright.
94.
60, the first port of call.
60.
Are we going to see a 9-dart attempt thwarted by a big fish finish?
Hello, everybody. Are you ready to move?
Jane, you got this.
Let's start with a stretch. Stretch.
Let's go and jump and jump.
And jump.
We did see that in a match in the Premier League
96.
last year. Michael van Gerwen on the receiving end from Gary Anderson.
Game
And
shot.
just to prove he would have completed the combination had he found the treble 20. Peter Wright takes out 81 in 2 to lead 3-0 and it has an average of 119 at this point. And rising.
180.
And rising. Peter Wright has just fired in scoring visits. 3 180s on the spin.
96.
Carry on, Peter. Oh, this is quite
180.
remarkable. In consecutive legs, Peter Snakebite Wright has left 141 after half a dozen darts.
58.
Not scoring anything other than 180. Can he complete the 141 combination this time? This time it's too low. Well, trial and error, Peter. Just go 180, 180 in the next leg and you're going to get it right.
41. 60. Game shot.
Back to back, 11 dart legs. 123 now the average for Peter Wright. This is remarkable. Ratajski cannot live with this.
59.
I'm not sure that a Michael van Gerwen Phil Taylor hybrid could live with this. Well, here's the first of 2 180s in this leg. Stop it, man!
180.
Stop it! What on earth is happening? Peter Wright, has, in terms of just scoring visits, has hit 5 180s on the spin.
177.
177 the response from the Polish Eagle. And the run comes to an end. Rubbish.
97.
Well, that is a quite incredible spell of darts from Peter Snakebite Wright.
133.
A couple of checkouts completed perfectly in 2 darts, and the scores around them were 5 180s.
$140.
You get the feeling that in order to win a leg, Ratajski is going to have to take out shots like 132. So 57 for the bullseye.
64.
This is for a third. Straight 11 dart leg. $14 for the bull. 14 for the bull. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. This is heavenly darts from Peter Wright. The world record average is under threat here.
Well,
there are no words to describe this performance from Peter Wright. Absolutely sensational.
140.
Been trying all match for the perfect leg. I think he's going to run out of time to do it.
57.
The highest average that we've seen in a Players' Championship event, certainly since we started recording the averages, is 120.71.
95.
The record holder is Peter Wright. That was in a 6-3 win against Rob Cross in 2017. That is liable to go here.
140.
Well, if he cleans this up in the next visit, that average will go.
137.
And it's on. Has to go the 14 route. Well, he hasn't gone the 14 route, but he has got a dart at double. What a performance from Peter Snakebite Wright. A 6-0 whitewash win and an average of 124. That is a world record average from Peter Snakebite Wright. A 6-0 win against Ratajski. He threatened the perfect leg on a couple of occasions. That is an absolutely incredible performance.